Oh, you guys can't even see that. There we go. Cool. We. Yeah. Weird getting hit in silly ways. First one was just like a memory thing, forgetting how to tackle an area. Second one was... Sometimes I get distracted in the middle of doing something. I'll like forget what I'm doing. But yeah, lack of familiarity, no big deal. You think, therefore you are? I suppose that's true. I think I'm a hero, therefore I am a hero. Turtle bean logic, guys. I support this. Oh yeah, I need to change my microphone settings. I forgot about it. Sometimes it cuts off some of what I'm saying, I noticed. I need to change what volume allows the noise gates open. Audio is annoying to deal with in streaming and OBS. Part of that has to do with the fact that I trail off at the end of sentences and things, so I also need to put emphasis on not doing that in general. So, Ortug, you're still working, huh? It's really cool that you're able to listen into the stream despite being at work. I appreciate that. I'm always surprised to hear people doing that. Unfortunately, yeah. Hear that. There we go. I set up a prediction for... Will I beat this hitless? And a lot of people voted for me, and the one person who voted against me said it was easy points for the winning side. The believers. And I'm thinking, I can't even get to the bosses, to the hard part yet. We have a few runs left yet, so maybe. No speedrun strats. Gotta be careful, right? Glad I get to watch Lurk while I work. I'm glad you get to be here, dude. Vader Master, hey, thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate that a lot. How you doing? Happy Tuesday to you. Vader Mater. I said Vader Master, sorry. I know that name before. I've seen you in streams. Why do I know you? Are you a Hitless Hollow Knight runner? Have I seen your name on that list? Oh, okay. Maybe I've seen you in some other Hollow Knight streams. I feel like that name is familiar, though. But it's good to have you here. Your Journey workshop featuring... So, Vader, and for everybody new, I'm Super Jump. I am a Hitless Hollow Knight runner. Done a few different Hitless challenges. We're actually going back and redoing one we did about 4 months ago. 4 months ago now. Because I didn't have a clean recording of it, and I want to submit it to Team Hitless to add the website on my list of accomplishments. I'm waiting for my most recent run to be verified. So my most recent run is I beat Hollow Knight any percent without any charms or upgrades of any kind. So that's getting verified. So I'm going to go back, or I am going back, and I'm redoing this old run. Get a full recording. DB, things are going well. I'm having a great day. I'm playing a lot of Zelda, dude. I cannot even tell you how much time I'm sinking into Legend of Zelda. It's so much fun. I'm surprised at how much they were able to add to the game without taking away from what made the original game, Breath of the Wild, great. Dude, it's so good. Is that a game that you're looking to play? What boss do I struggle with most? It's a good question, Vader. I would say in the any percent runs, it's probably Watcher Knights. I'm more consistent with Umu and THK than I am those guys. Especially on the the no charms, no upgrades. That was a tough fight. I was only getting them hitless about 50% of the time. Whereas THK was almost all the time. Umu was 75% of the time. Besides that, I would say... like, in the whole game, not just on specific runs like this, I would say the Radiant... Absolute Radiance is the most difficult for me. Not the most frustrating for me, but it's certainly the most difficult. The boss I hate the absolute most is Radiant Markoth. With so much of me do I hate that fight. Oh, there's a raffle up, guys. Hit exclamation point and join, get some points. Ugh, Great Print Zote sucked. Zote is the reason I don't have Pantheon 3 all bindings yet. Like, I have all bindings for Pantheons 1, 2, and 4, but I just cannot do it with Zote. I'm having such a hard time with it. Hey, Vader, nice win there. Got yourself 5,000 points. And at the end of the month, if you're in the top 3 for those points, you can get a customized piece of merch from the Goose merch store with my Goose emotes on them, whichever ones you want. You can pick my Hollow Knight randomizer settings that I'll do the following month. Or you can pick one Hollow Knight mod for me to play, and I'll spend a stream doing that. It can be whatever you want. As long as I can actually get it installed and find it and all that. There we go. This time we'll try to not accidentally dash into acid and ruin a good run. Feel bad killing those little bird thingies, whatever they are. There we go. Got some Cynthia music from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. One of my favorite Pokemon games. One of my favorite musics, too, from Pokemon. Oh no! Alright, now we're on the risk. We're risking our lives on the verge of death. Come on. There we go. Get wrecked, nerds. Man, I've done these any percent runs for so long, you know, since September. So, it's just, a lot of this routing is so much muscle memory at this point. It's a miracle I'm getting hit. Okay, 6 hits, done. Those Moss Knights are a bit tricky to do without spells. With spells, if you're fighting those Moss Knights, you gotta hit them 1 time, which you can do right as they're popping out of the ground, and then shoot them with Vengeful Spirit 3 times. And that's it, they're all done. Stream is a scammer. And Eve, knock it off, no one needs to know that. Oh, Nightbot, thanks for the reminder. So in case you guys did not know, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link that to Twitch and get a free Twitch Prime sub that you can give to any streamer you want. I bring that up because it doesn't renew on its own, so if you have that sub given to someone, make sure you go and renew that. It doesn't do it on its own. A lot of people don't know that or they forget that, so I know a lot of streamers that will remind people about that. Big streamers, small streamers. It's all about the reminder and getting the awareness. Doesn't matter who you're giving this up to, right? Just make sure that you are giving that free money to someone. Get wrecked, nerd. Horn it down. So we need to go get Gruzmother and not forget that's what we're doing. Yes, Faye, thanks for the support. I don't remember if I told you, Faye. You know Aniv is... Sorry, you know Aniv is a bot, right? A lot of people don't. So, like when they first come over here. Alright, pressing on. We're gonna go fight Mossy. Grab some things on the way. Go visit our Mossy friend. Mr. Mossy. Jumping about. Kind of an awkward dash there. Ooh, I got a little too close to that guy. He fired off prematurely. A little sensitive there. Alright, let's not dash into acid this time. Got it? On the same page, team? I'm not dashing into acid. That is suboptimal. Gotta be careful about these obbles. But I can be patient, right? That's a thing I know how to do. I think. I don't know, we'll see. Hey, Mossy. Mossy! Massive Moss Charger, aka Mossy, as has been affectionately called by the Hollow Knight community. Yay! Cool. Okay. Alright, Grosmother time. I do prefer the idea of fighting Grosmother after I have fragile strength. Should be fine, though. Yeah, I think that's just better in a lot of ways. Oh, Pokemon in chat, guys. It's a Cramorant, actually. I haven't seen Cramorant in a while. Okay, let's pay attention to our platforming here, Jumps. I refer to myself as Jumps or Super Jump. People will often do the same. People call me Goose because for a little while in a Discord community, I was nicknamed myself the silliest Goose, and then a lot of people who were just meeting me for the first time started calling me Goose, and now I'm the man of many nicknames, I guess. Alright, let's get to it. Now we're going to be doing some damage. Right, we're actually going to drop into acid here. Shroomel Ogres. Do I need the Shroomel Ogres, actually? Do I need that Charm Notch? Oh, I remember now. I buy a bunch of charms from Salubra in order to get that so we do need Charm Notches. That's right. Dim Bulb is brightening. That's a quick kill. Okay. A lot of people love the Undertale music. It was a fun game with a pretty... I guess depending on how you play it, story can be really... There's just a lot to it. It's fun and funny. And I did enjoy my time playing it. I don't think I need this geo, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Alright, Mantasy guys. There we are, cool. We're getting this charm down here. We're getting Dash Master. Not to use, but Salubra will sell us charm notches based on how many charms we own. So we'll be grabbing a couple that we don't need just for that reason. Because we need to buy 2 from her. Don't really need to, but I want to go into the final fight with THK and some of the bosses with Fury of the Fallen, Mark of Pride, and Fragile Strength. There we are. We go get the Mantasy Claw. I really like randomizers. Randomizers are a lot of fun. You don't know what each item is going to be. Adds kind of a fun, like, that wonderment it brings back into the game. Wonderment? I don't know. I'm wondering what is going to be in each new area. You have to rethink how you play the game. Can't just go the normal route. Considering there are a few different ways to proceed, I don't think there is just like a normal route. Mantis Claw for the win. Here we go. Yeah. We have room for maybe one more full attempt after this, but this will be the run, and we'll get this in one day. Hey, Muckworm, what's up, dude? Welcome in. De-rusting's going pretty well. I'm feeling good about different sections. When I say it's going pretty well, I got hit by some pickaxes in Crystal Peak because I forgot what I was supposed to do. And I accidentally dashed into acid because I got distracted. And I kind of forgot what I was supposed to do in that section. I was going off of muscle memory and then it just slipped for a sec. And super impressive. That's awesome. I'm really happy for her. And that was her first hitless game, too. That is a huge GG. Absolutely. I like that. Also a speedrun record. So not only was it a world's first hitless, that's also like the speedrun record for doing it. Jeez. Good for her. Wow, that's incredible. That's a lot. Man. I hope it to be that good at a game one day. Cool. Oh no. Oh, so PB? Okay. Gotcha. That's pretty cool. Have I done a full run? I've not completed a full run. I got hit in Crystal Peak and then hit in Green Path. Well, I fell into acid in Green Path because I forgot what I was doing. I got distracted by my own thoughts, and then I just kind of dashed in between two platforms and fell into acid. That happens sometimes. It's easy for me to lose focus. Thanks, dude. I don't think this is going to be that difficult, you know. Like I said, derusting. I have to remember the route because it's very different than what I'm used to. Because, you know, for no charms, no upgrades, I had to cut a lot of stuff out of the route. So I'm remembering what relics do I have to pick up, when do I stop at Lem, when do I go and do this, at what point do I do whatever. So there's that. Now the fights are easier because I have upgrades, I do more damage, you know? So I don't imagine that like Watcher Knight's THK will be a problem. So before, when I was doing that run, platforming wasn't a big deal. But it was the bosses. Here, I just need to reacclimate to the platforming. And I don't think the bosses will be an issue. Because I could do Watchers hitless about half the time without any charms or upgrades. Here, I'm going to be doing just a boatload of damage to them. How's your Blasphemous run going so far? And Cuphead. You were doing Cuphead yesterday, I think. I was watching for a little bit, but I had to mostly lurk. Hey, Muckworm, you got this. It's very difficult. You're at freaking PB1. Which is insane. And it looks extraordinarily difficult. Like, I can't even imagine. I know you'll get it. You can do anything. And the type of dedication to do such a difficult run, really impressive. Like, having gotten as far as you have is incredible. Alright, so I think that when I was doing this before, I bench at Quarrel, as I recall. Switch out Fury for Mark of Pride. Out of there. He's easy enough to kill, but he's also easy enough to avoid, and it's safer. Any chance you have to remove a damage opportunity, you should take it. Oh, there's a Rhyperior in chat. I don't need to actually kill him. Bad muscle memory. That sort of muscle memory is just from doing a lot of randomizers recently. Where I want to kill absolutely everything. Hello, Nailmaster. I like oh my god, you're right there. I like a lot of the nostalgia that these songs bring me. Kinda cool. Like, this song makes me happy. From Metal Gear Solid 2. After you beat the game, you can access like a... It's like a mini game where you get to skateboard like Tony Hawk skater games. And that was fun, because I was into Tony Hawk back then. And it played this music, which is like a punk upbeat variation of the main theme of MGS2. Cool. Nice catch, Vader. That's awesome. Especially on a Pokeball, too. Hey, Topaz. How you doing? Good having you here. How does the Pokemon bot work? Well, each ball has a percentage chance. Like a Pokeball has a 30% chance of working. Ultra Ball has an 80% chance. And Great Ball has, like, I think a 55% chance of working. 55%. Through the Pokemon community game. That was reckless. Should not have done that. Okay, cool. Cool. Easy clap. Whee! Alright. We get out of the City of Tears. I don't like having splits that are right next to each other. Seems kind of redundant. These guys used to be so hard, these Soul Twisters, but they're so easy now. Got that FF9, Final Fantasy IX music going. Hey Zote, bye Zote. Gungnir, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate that. Means a lot. Hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday to you. What you got going on in your world? No obligation to chat if you'd rather not. Not everybody chats, but you're a huge fan of Hollow Knight? Casual player, competitive player, you just like watching? A competitive player, I think I mean speedrunner. That's what that is, right? Yeah. We are going to come by and sell some stuff later, so we'll pick this up. We need as much money as we can get safely. A lot of stuff to buy. Different hitless challenges in this game. And this one is nail only. And I've done this one already, but I don't have a good recording to send to Team Hitless, so I'm doing it again. So yeah. Was his first playthrough? Gotcha. Nice, nice, nice. I like that. First playthroughs are cool. I like watching people play through and experience it their first time. Right. Really, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, and it makes sense. Just beat Marmu and Hornet 2. Ooh, nice. Hornet 2's a hard fight, dude. And I hate Marmu, so, you know, GG on that. In my heart, I'll just say you got that one for me. It's a terrible game. It's actually hilarious. You accidentally killed Hornet too? Okay. You're going there to befriend her and... Yeah. So you guys have an idea of what I've done hitless so far. You're lurking, you're hungry, need foods? Of course, absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. I did hit the follow button, so I'll be able to check out some of your streams as well. Appreciate you bringing your people over here today. So, for everybody new, some of the things I've done hitless. Outside of Hollow Knight, we've done Super Mario World and Super Mario 64. And we're working on Super Mario Odyssey down to 1 hit. I just remembered. That's right, we gotta go get this well relic. 450 Geo that we probably need. Okay, cool. In Hollow Knight, we've done Pantheons 1 through 4. We're kind of sort of working on Pantheon 5, which is a pain. We've done any percent hitless. We've done this run, which is nail only. And we've done any percent with no charms or upgrades. Which is one of the hardest things I've ever done in a game. Pantheon 5, absolutely, that's a thing. Playing some games, no problem, Rain Playa. Totally get that. Appreciate you coming over and hanging out, though. I hope this doesn't take forever to get again. I'm a lot better than I was when I first got it. There we go. I just want to punch everything with my nail. But now we should be avoiding pain opportunities. Pain opportunity? Alright, so this is where I took damage on my first run. I forgot, like, the optimal strategy for killing these guys. Wait for them to throw their pickaxes, right? And then just kind of jump up and get them one at a time. No big deal. Oh no, wait. There we go. Easy. Cool. This is the furthest we've gone since we started these runs up again. Not trying to do any pogax or anything crazy like that. So there's the any percent speedrun route, and then there's a slower route I take for hitless. There we go, cool. I think I get King's Idol, actually. Yeah, I think I get this. I think this is part of the route. We need all the money. Every of the money. I need to remember to not use Vengeful Spirit accidentally. Cool. Easy clap. We need to not damage boost our way through the laser room, that's for sure. Whee! I was actually doing this room earlier today on a randomizer, a co-op randomizer. Come on. Bloody cycle indeed. I like this. Makes me happy. Not doing underplat for this run. I haven't failed underplat in a while, but you know, excess damage you don't need to take, right? Ooh, little itty bitty Shellos in chat. Shellos are kind of cute. Awesome. So, what do we do now? We go get Dream Nail. End game stuff. Dream Nail, right? C-dash, yay! Neum. That's fun. I like it. I like neuming. Continuing to neum. Those eggs will come in handy. Okay, something good about me. I was about to comment on how I can still apply the speedrun strats I used to do, and then I like messed up some of the efficiencies of one section, so there's that. Let's see, something good about me that's not related to Hollow Knight. I don't know. Something good about me. Not something good that I did. What's an ongoing good thing about me? Right? Cool. I don't know. I was gonna say I'm happy, but that's not really a thing. Life's unfortunate for a lot of things in life. Grateful, that's the word. Grateful for a lot of things in life. Focusing on positivity, trying to return to gratitude. Be grateful, right? Whenever things seem frustrating, you know, just try to be grateful for what you have. Focus on that. Don't focus on the negativity. I've been trying really hard to make that a priority. It can be difficult when life is handing you lemons. I don't know why that's an expression, but when you're not happy with things. Focusing on positivity, trying to help others be positive and stay successful. We don't need to come back to the resting grounds for anything, do we? I'm gonna hit this just in case. Like, I don't know why we would need to come back to resting grounds. But I'm doing that just in case my memory's garbage. That's not optimal. But yeah, so that's something good about me. Focusing on positive stuff. Trying my best. support others, help them through tough times, you know. Hey, Trish, thanks for the hydrate and the stretch. Definitely need the stretch, that's for sure. Exercised today, you know, so I exercised. Bring this back so you can hear me better. I don't need that geo. Alright, cool. Easy. Laps. Definitely need to bench here. This is what we're going to take against some of the brooding Molochs. Brooding Molochs? Nah. Whatever those little Molochs are in the ancient basin. Alright, time to use some pale ore. Haven't taken this route in a little while. I may get hit here simply because of reacclimating, to be honest. We're going to be very careful going through this section. As you should when you're doing anything hitless. There we go. I think this music is appropriate for this section. That was kind of risky. Got a bit lucky there. There we go. Nice. Nailed it. Because I hit them with my nail. Nail only. Yay! Thanks, dude. Oh, you're back. Okay, so they're gonna take a few hits. Tricky part is when I have to fight two of them. One of the reasons why I like having on Fury of the Fallen and Fragile Strength is when fighting two of them, it's really easier to kill one, but also riskier because you're... Ooh, that was reckless. Ah, it was reckless twice. I should not have gone for that second hit to kill them. So bad. Trying to stay close to them to keep them from spitting, but I got greedy with the last hit. Fortunately, it was the last hit. Easy? It was something. It may have looked easy, but it was stressful for me because I made two bad decisions back to back. Hey, Hornet. I like how it's playing Hornet music while we're talking to her. Kind of funny. Alright, let's... Hopefully we picked up everything we needed to from Lem. I feel like there's a relic that I missed. Like, I feel like there are 4 things that I'm supposed to sell with him. Sell to him.
Velmi Ardred. Boris' son, Helma Delka.
Yeah. I feel like we're supposed to have more geo than this. Oh, right, and then we sell some stuff. That's where we get all our money. Okay, so after this, we're going to go... We're gonna go sell some eggs. That's right. And we're gonna go visit Salubra. Nice. This is fun. I like doing hitless, guys. This has like been my thing. I've been doing primarily, nearly exclusively hitless since like September, since I stopped speedrunning. And I like it so much more than speedrunning. It's so much fun. Got your pale ore, got your money. Everyone's happy. We're gonna do so much damage now. Okay. Oh, maybe it's up there. Oh, yeah, I think I need to go get this one. Like, I think that relic is one I need. I think. Yeah, that's right. I come here and I get that. Because I'm doing Steel Soul and I have 3 eggs, I should be fine. But if this isn't the run, I need to remember that and go get it. Ooh, Rog and Rolla in chat. Cute little Gen 5 rock type. I like it. He's happy. Evolves into Gigalith eventually. Hey, Jin. Jin the Steel Soul. Alright, plenty of money. I think that's fine. Got Dream Shield. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we need 10 for Salubra. What's a cheap one? Maybe go to Iselda? I can buy Compass for cheap, right? 220? Yeah, we'll do that. And then what? We got nailed 2. Skip ahead. We go to Salubra, and then we just go... Hey, Trish. I really love that emote, Trish. It's really cool. You do so much damage now. Watcher Knights and Hollow Knight are pretty simple. Okay, so how many more? We need 3 more. Easy, okay. 1, 2, 3. And I think this is enough. The only thing we have to pay for is the stag station out of Deep Nest. We should be good to go. We shouldn't need that spike relic. I think we're fine. Fury, and then that one. So much damage. Love it. Alright, acid skip time. It scares me. Don't overthink it. Nice. Nice. Can you imagine Cutting every single blade of grass in the entire game. Is that a thing? 3,234 pieces of grass. There's a speed run called Grass Percent where you do exactly that. It's more of a meme category. I don't know if, like, people don't really compete for it necessarily. But there is a mod for that called Grassy Knight. It puts a grass counter in the top left corner. That was sloppy. I'm surprised I got it. Cool. I'm nervous a little bit, guys. We get to fight Umu now. And you're so proud of that. What are you doing? Oh, there's a raffle up, guys. Type in !join to join the raffle. Alright, so shouldn't be that big a deal, right? Maybe 3-cycle Umu? What am I doing? Totally messed up. Ah, that was reckless. That was super easy. I forgot how much damage I'm doing now. Alright, cool. It was like 1.5 cycles. Alright then. Nice. You got so many points in these raffles today. Exciting. It's such a fast Umu fight. Whee! Okay, so reacclimating's not as huge a deal as I thought. Hey, even if this is as far as we get, guys, we had a good run today. Honestly, I'm happy with that. Now we go to Deep Nest, which is... Deep Nest. Yay. So in my opinion, the hardest part of the run is over. I hope. There's the whole nerves kicking in thing, so, you know, that's a thing. This part's always tricky. Never not tricky. Okay. Cool. Made it. Noom. It's noom to our heart's content. That is a risk-free noom. No chance of damage. Part can be tricky. I used to have such a hard time with that. Alright, there we go. There we go. On to Deep Nest. Oh. Hard landing is like the worst thing. Cool. I froze for a second. I forgot what I was doing when I fell into this room, which is pretty standard for me, which sucks a lot. Taking some hits there I should not have. Hey, my dude, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. How's life been treating you? How's everything going? I am redoing an old Hitless run that I completed like 4 some months ago because I didn't have a solid recording of it. I didn't record it locally. I forgot to hit the button, really. And the stream crashed, so the mods were... not mods, the VODs were kind of broken up. I dash into these spikes here. Indeed. Nice. Love it. Yeah, hoping to get another Hitless run. It may take a little while, but if we can just get one clean run, I can submit the Team Hitless for them to add to my list of Hitless things that I've done. That'd be cool. Ooh, that was faster than I expected. Alright, cool. Things are doing alright. Okay, nice. Gotcha. A little bit risky on my part, actually. Okay. Been a pretty good day for me, Tony. Life's been treating me well. Been happy. Hanging out, playing games, just having a good time, you know? I can't do that. Enjoying stream. Ah. Okay, these guys die pretty quickly. Jesus, forgot where I was. Where am I going? Oh yeah, over here. FPS, hope your day's going well. How's Tuesday treating you? Close. Gotta focus on what I'm doing here. Kind of a dangerous area, so just pay attention, jumps. Don't do anything silly. One hit. Two hits. Oh, stopping by, dropping a lurk. I appreciate that, dude. Thanks for being here. Good having you. Whee. Let's go on to Watcher Knights. Complete cookie's a nice snack. Has a lot of calories in it, surprisingly, like 450. It's good. Here, I think. Guess it doesn't really matter if I bench here. Alright, time for the Watcher Knights. Watcher Knights are the most difficult part of most of my any percent hitless runs. We'll see how it goes. Overall, this run's a lot easier than the one I've been doing for the last couple months. Always creeping. Well, Trish, I'm really glad that you're here, honestly. It's great having you. So this is really cool. Normally, you can't go up to this section yet. You have to get, like, the mid-air jump. However, there are these objects here in the background that you can actually pogo off of and reach new heights. That's not built into the game. Like, it wasn't expected that you do that or anything. It's just ended up that way, so you could skip sections of the game. That worked out better than I thought. I forgot about this section, actually. This enemy's... I gotta be careful around this enemy, too. He's... Oh, shoot. I should have taken damage somewhere. Oh, that's right. You know what? Is it worth it? Yeah, I'm actually gonna go back and take some damage. Taking damage up on these spikes intentionally. There we go. It adds 75% to our damage. Alright, now. There we go. How did that happen? Was I got close enough to the room. It lit it up. But I can't do anything with that. Like, I can't cheat it. I got close enough to the room to light it up, and it stays lit up. That's interesting. Alright, it's a lot safer now. Four hits. Wow, that's so much harder when you don't have any upgrades. So much harder. Man, Fury of the Fallen really helps a lot. It's one-shotting everything. Nice win again. That's like 4th raffle you've won today. That's insane. 20,000 points all to you. Thanks for being here so much. You're usually hitting the first redeem, getting a lot of the raffles. You're almost always in the top 3 for prizes at the end of the month. It means a lot. Really appreciate it. Eight hits. 8 hits per. I was way too close. Okay, cool. Watch your Knight's done. That was fun. Thanks, Muck. Muckworm, you were right. You said that this wasn't going to be too difficult to do. Now, I don't even know if I'm going to do it. You know, any silly mistake could get me hit. But this really wasn't a struggle. Especially, like, specifically because of the run that I just completed, right? Having practiced and played No Charms, No Upgrades for a couple months, anything else is... Any percent, I should say, is easier. Hey, Tunka. What's up, dude? How you doing? Don't really need to do that, do I? Yeah, Tunka, M's always here. Par for the course. This part. Noom. Yay. Alright, same thing, we're taking damage here. Gonna activate Fury of the Fallen. And we're gonna go fight the Hollow Knight. Final fight, guys. You're deep into oh, you are? Dude, so am I. It's such a good game. It's so freaking good. Like, no spoilers here, right? We don't really talk about the game, but I am hours and hours and hours into it, and I feel like there's just so much to do. Keep getting distracted by everything. For people who have like ADHD or just easily get distracted, or who, I don't know, like completionists, anybody like that. Dude, you're like 100 hours in, that's so much, dude. I know the game came out like a few weeks ago, but I only started playing it a week ago. A week ago? About, yeah, because I wanted to finish Jedi first. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Alright guys, here we go. Win, lose, or draw. This will be the last run of the night, so let's see what happens. You know what? Actually, we're at the end of the stream, just about. I'm redoing my nail-only run. This is my third attempt redoing it, and we're doing alright. We made it to THK so far. We'll see how this goes. Easy enough to make a mistake. Very easy to make a mistake, so hopefully I won't. Ooh, that was so freaking close. Didn't react fast enough. Scary having him in the corner like this. I don't like it. Oh, okay. Well, there you have it, guys. Nail only hitless. I forgot how much faster this is. With the 2 nail upgrades, Fury of the Fallen and Fragile Strength, this goes so much faster than No Charms, No Upgrades. So now I have a full recording that I can send to Team Hitless, and this will be... I'll have any percent, I'll have nail only, and they are working on my No Charms, No Upgrades review. I have that submitted. Thanks for the GGs, guys. I appreciate that, cheater. Well, 'cause I already did it. Appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.